88.1 KPAQ, Plaquemine, Baton Rouge.
Hi, my name is Jeff Weiss, and you're listening to WRBH 88.3 FM in New Orleans.
This is Sunlight Radio, an outreach of Jimmy Swaggart Ministries, proclaiming the message of the cross of Jesus Christ to the world. Available online worldwide at sunlightradio.org.
88.5 WJFM, Baton Rouge.
Thanks for listening to the Sunlight Radio Network.
The Bridge.
The Bridge. The Bridge.
We're on the Bridge. WOTB, Pearl River, New Orleans, and the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
The Bridge, 88.7.
Monday, Gulfport and the southern and coastal areas, 70 and clear for the overnight hours. Sunshine most of Sunday, but maybe an afternoon shower or thunderstorm. We're in the upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton. This is Think Radio.
WMAU, viewed.
WBSN HD1 in New Orleans, WNLS Slidell, K208FW Houma, K236BU Hammond, and worldwide, lifesongs.com.
This is 89.3 WRKF, Baton Rouge Public Radio. Thank you to our members, business sponsors, and volunteers for making public radio possible in South Louisiana.
Or you can give us a call at 225-681-5906. Thank you for faithfully supporting Sound Radio. This is Sound Radio 89.7 WPAE Centerville, 91.5 KPAE Irwinville, serving Louisiana and Mississippi.
From PRX.
This is 89.9 WWNO New Orleans, New Orleans Public Radio. We're also online at WWNO.org. Visit our website for news, interviews, features, podcasts, and more. We also have a classical music station at 104.9 FM.
And then more rounds of showers and thunderstorms likely on Wednesday. A stray thunderstorm this evening in Macomb, a low 65. More scattered thunderstorms becoming likely Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore. This is Think Radio.
WMAH, Biloxi.
57 with No Buts, No Maybes, and we started it off with Arthur Gunter, released in 56 on Excello, Baby, You Better Listen. And you are listening to WWOZ 90.7 FM New Orleans or WWOZ.org on the web, the 50s Rhythm and Blues Show with your host Neil. And it's creeping up on 9 o'clock. So it's time for the Live Wire to let you know what's going on in and around town tonight. And after that, I'll be back with some more music.
Esta es tu Radio Nueva Vida.
WNKV Norco, 91.1 FM. En tu teléfono por nuestra app.
En línea en nuevavida.com. También en Alexa y Google Home. Alabando a Dios, Él es nuestra esperanza.
I've won things in the past, and y'all are just fabulous. I love listening to the music.
WBSN HD1 in New Orleans, WNLS Slidell, K208FW Houma, K236BU Hammond, and worldwide, lifesongs.com.
This is Sound Radio 89.7 WPAE Centerville, 91.5 KPAE Irwinville, serving Louisiana and Mississippi.
Hi, this is Mel Taylor with Adventures. You're listening to WTUL 91.5 New Orleans, Louisiana.
.7 WAOY Gulfport.
Listen to their broadcast on American Family Radio. Thanks.
91.9 KMRL Burris, New Orleans.
Broadcasting from the Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyer Studio.
This is WCRH Plus, New Orleans, a Cumulus media station. Alt 92.3, New Orleans Rock Alternative.
Louisiana's positive, encouraging K-Love. 92.7 WBKL. Clinton, Baton Rouge. 90.9 Lafayette. 107.5 New Orleans.
Go to Voices
From our Jefferson Financial Federal Credit Union studio, it's the Bet 92.9 FM and 1350 AM. Always live on the free Odyssey app. WWWL New Orleans and 25CZ New Orleans. Presented by Bet MDF.
KQID HD1, Alexandria, Louisiana.
Let's go.
KQID is a stellar broadcasting station. Broadcasting live from the Hickson Autoplex studio.
Looking for a Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota? Stop by Hickson Autoplex in Alexandria, Leesville. Remember, you pick it out and we'll work it out. Hickson!
Q93 is WQUE-FM, New Orleans. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Let's get it.
We're live from the Morris Bard Attorney Studio and your home for the Breakfast Club. Q93.
WMJY Biloxi. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Digit 93.7.
We're highlighting songs that hit number one on or around Mother's Day.
WSLA, Slidell, New Orleans, 1560 AM, around 93.9 FM, W230CR, and WSLAradio.com.
Now, you want to try that on television?
WMX Kentwood, Baton Rouge, Gonzales. Live from the Lord Locke Meredith Sean Fagan Injury Attorney Studio. Let us help, 225-272-5555.
Max 94.1, a Cumulus station.
You're listening to JD the DJ, Jay Douglas, on WTIX FM, Galliano, New Orleans.
WTIX New Orleans.
It's 9 o'clock and we got more of your favorites.
3, 2, 1.
Hits all the time. Always on your radio, smart speaker, tap in. KSMB app and online at ksmb.com. It's hit music, baby. You're listening to 94.5 KSMB Lafayette, a Cumulus media station.
The 90s to now and everything North Shore. This is the Lake 94.7 WYLK Lacombe, a North Shore Media Group radio station.
WGUO, Reserve, Houma, Thibodaux, New Orleans, South Louisiana's #1 choice for country, Gumbo. 94.9.
WZNF, Limited, Biloxi.
95.3 Gorilla.
Letting the cash flow with one song. 1 second. $1,000.
Listen weekdays at 7:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. to win tons of cash from 95.3 Gorilla. Broadcasting from the Jefferson Financial Federal Credit Union studio, we are Bayou 95.7. Yes! WKBU and WKBU HD1 New Orleans. Always live on the free Odyssey app, the Rock of New Orleans.
KRVE, Bruley, Baton Rouge. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bank. That's bank. Enter it now. 961theriver.com.
WRNO FM HD2, New Orleans, K24CE Miro. Listen on your favorite iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Throwback963.com.
This is Tangy 96.5
WTGG.
Amy
Hammond.
Ponchatoula.
I love your radio station.
The ultimate hits collection.
On Tangy 96.5.
That's a fact. I'm Ashley Young on the Black Information Network.
1280 AM WODT, New Orleans, the Black Information Network.
Tell your smart device to play the Black Information Network on iHeartRadio.
All the hits. B97. Playing the hottest hits in New Orleans from the Jefferson Financial Federal Credit Union Studios. We are WEZB. WEZB HD New Orleans. An Odyssey station.
Quédate con nosotros. Somos WFNO. Gretna, New Orleans, 1540 AM and 97.5 FM. Latino Mix 97.5. La número 1 en éxitos.
Buenas tardes.
¿Dónde está el corillo?
KCIB, T-Dog, Louisiana, 640 AM en 97.9 FM, New Orleans.
¿Dónde están los que quieren bellaqueo? Ahora soy yo.
Hey, ¿qué tal mi gente? Reciban un fuerte abrazo. Eddie Herrera.
Saludando a la gente buena. Les quiere Oscar de León.
Soy Marc Anthony y los quiero. Check it out, baby.
Transmitiendo en vivo desde los estudios del abogado César Burgos y sus asociados, el abogado de confianza en el estado de Luisiana, César Burgos y sus asociados, 3535 Canal Street, Suite 200, en New Orleans, 640 AM y 97.9 FM.
La calle.
WDGL and HD1 Baton Rouge. Eagle 98.1. This is the Southern Rock Happy Hour, powered by Crown Plaza Baton Rouge. Featuring a live music weekend every Friday and Saturday evening. Visit the Facebook events page of Crown Plaza Executive Center Baton Rouge for the musical live happy hour on the radio. Is powered by Crown Plaza Baton Rouge on Eagle 98.1.
98.5 is WYLD-FM New Orleans. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. We're live from the Morris Bard Attorney Studio and your home for the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We are FM 98 WYLD.
7 to 9 a.m. on Cat Country 98.9 and catcountry989.com.
Remember, the more dead possums you see, the warmer the weather, and the fewer dead possums you see, the cooler the weather will be.
The time at DeLuca's Jewelry and Fine Gifts is...
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
12:59.
Yeah, I need something you
WUUU 98.9 FM Franklinton, WOMN 1110 AM Franklinton, K274CW 102.7 Franklinton, Louisiana. Cat Country 98.9 is a service of Pittman Broadcasting, Covington, Louisiana.
This is WKNN, Pascagoula.
NAV-AGE. Breathe easy.
Wake up with Walton and Johnson on News Talk 99.5 WRNO FM, New Orleans. An iHeart radio station.
Yeah. Live from the Weiler Plastic Surgery Group studio, Dr. Ben Fontenot is at Weiler Plastic Surgery Group. Now,
the best variety of music for your workday. Over 30 minutes commercial-free of the best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. 99.9 KTDY HD1 Lafayette, a Town Square media station.
You're listening to ESPN 100.3 FM, KLRZ, La Rose, New Orleans, and the River Region.
WTTE and WTTE HD1 Baton Rouge.
It's 6 o'clock in Tiger Country.
The one, the original.
Country music coming at you.
Hi, this is Hardy.
This is Lainey Wilson.
Hey, y'all, it's Bailey Zimmerman.
This is Luke Combs.
Crank up the Tiger, y'all.
Fueled by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers.
LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
This is Tiger Country.
100.7.
Love it.
101.1 WNOE FM New Orleans.
Amazing station.
Keeps me entertained.
Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. 101.1 WNOE. WYNK FM Baton Rouge. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. WYNK.com.
From the Jefferson Financial Federal Credit Union Studios, this is Magic 101.9 WLMG and WLMG HD1 New Orleans. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Come right back. Back to the music. Back to the music.
Magic 101.9.
WFMF Baton Rouge. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. WFMF.com.
KMEZ Belchase, Kenner, New Orleans. Broadcasting from the Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyer Studios. Call 444-4444. Non-attorney spokesperson Chad Dudley, New Orleans. New Orleans' best mix of R&B is KMEZ 102.9, a Cumulus station.
From the Gary Smith Medicare Studios, your local Medicare experts, GarySmithAgency.net. This is WOSM Ocean Springs, Super Talk Gulf Coast 103.1.
Broadcasting from the Locke Meredith Sean Fagan Injury Attorney Studios. This is WRQQ Hammond, a Cumulus station. Baton Rouge's Classic Hits 103.3.
WFFX Hattiesburg Laurel, broadcasting from the Pro Flow Motorsports Studio, where we work, hunt, and play. We are 103.7 The Fox. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. The Rock of South Mississippi, 103.7 The Fox.
KVDU Gonzales. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. 1041thespot.com.
Southwest Mississippi's #1 for the best from the 80s, 90s, and today. WMJU, Butte, Meadville, Brookhaven, Macomb.
Highway 104.7 is WJSH-FM, Folsom, Covington, Mandeville.
This is a local news update from North Shore Media Group. We spoke with
Information at nolanatureschool.com. This is the WWNO Classical Radio Network. WWNO HD2 New Orleans, Classical 104.9, and KTLN 90.5 FM Thibodaux, Homa. Your 24-hour source for great classical music from the campus of the University of New Orleans.
We'll be back with more sports talk here on the Big 870 right after this news break.
The News Talk Sports Leader. WWL New Orleans, WWL FM and HD1 Kenner New Orleans. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Somos KGLA, Norco 830M, 105.7 FM, New Orleans y 94.7 FM, Baton Rouge, Tropical. La estación líder en variedad.
Broadcasting from the Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyer Studio. This is WRKN Picayune, New Orleans. Sports Radio 106.1. The Ticket.
KQXL, New Roads, Baton Rouge, Gonzales. Q106.5, broadcasting from the Locke Meredith Sean Fagan Injury Attorney Studios. #1 for today's R&B and throwbacks. Q106.5, a Cumulus station. KKND Port Sulphur, Slidell, New Orleans. Broadcasting from the Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyer Studios.
Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers Studios. Call 444-4444. That's 444-4444. Non-attorney spokesperson Chad Dudley, New Orleans. New Orleans Inspiration Station is Heaven 106.7, a Cumulus station.
Cajun 107. Local, live, country.
WHMD Hammond.
This is a North Shore Media Update.
Positive, encouraging K-Love. 107.5 KNOL. Jean Lafitte, New Orleans. 92.7 Baton Rouge. Worldwide. KLove.com.
From the Mississippi Lottery Studios, here's a reminder to play Cash 4 with a daily $5,000 prize. This is WZKX and WZKX HD1. Bay St. Louis. Kicker 108.
Our passion is tax.
He's outrageous.
Conniving.
NBC.
The difference.
Your heart.